Coronation Street has set up an exit storyline for Summer Spellman amid the ITV soap's ongoing murder mystery surrounding the killing of Theo Silverton, who was found dead after Carla and Lisa's wedding. Summer left the cobbles in 2024 to follow her dream of studying in the US, and she landed a temporary transfer to a Boston university. She spent several months there before returning home to support Paul Foreman, who was diagnosed with motor neuron disease. In scenes set to air on Thursday, May 14th, Summer breaks some exciting news, revealing that she has been offered a place at an American university. Todd insists that she must accept the offer, saying it will do her some good to start afresh. "It looks like Summer could be heading back to the States soon," said our Corrie insider. And who could blame her? She's had a hugely tough few months, with Billy's death and helping Todd escape Theo. Relocating might not prove so easy, however, as Summer is one of the 6 suspects, alongside Todd, George, Christina, Danielle, and Gary in Theo's murder. With an investigation taking place, the police may not allow her to leave the country. But as the police investigation into Theo's murder rattles on, could Summer have an ulterior motive for wanting to move to the other side of the world? Teased our Weatherfield insider regarding the developments. Summer's motive for a possible murder is clear, as she discovered that Theo killed Billy. With his abuse of Todd also coming to light, did the weight of trauma push Summer to murder? And is moving to the States her way of escaping? Speaking about the suspects, James Cartwright, who played Theo, said, "I know exactly who's done it. He's basically upset everybody on the street. It could be Summer. I killed her dad. That's motivation. You've got George, because Todd's like a son to him. You've seen George punch me already. You've got Christina. She's a lunatic. It could be Todd, because he's just had enough." The rain hammered against the cobbles of Coronation Street like a warning from the heavens. Under the flickering glow of the street lamp, Summer Spellman stood frozen outside number 11, her breath shaky as police sirens echoed in the distance. Something terrible had happened. And somehow, Summer was right in the middle of it. For weeks, Weatherfield had been buzzing with tension. Secrets were piling up faster than unpaid bills at the cabin, and whispers about a dangerous feud had spread through every corner of the street. But nobody expected the chaos that exploded on that stormy night. The murder mystery began with a scream. Residents rushed from their homes to find a body lying near the ginnel behind Roy's rolls. Shock swept through the community as detectives sealed off the area, blue lights flashing across terrified faces. Carla clutched her coat tighter. Abby looked pale. Even David Platt, usually armed with sarcasm, had nothing to say. And then came the twist nobody saw coming. Summer Spellman was seen running from the scene moments before the body was discovered. The quiet, intelligent student who had already battled diabetes, heartbreak, and anxiety suddenly found herself trapped in a nightmare. Rumors spread like wildfire across the street. Some believed she was hiding something. Others feared she was being framed. Billy refused to believe Summer could be involved. "She's scared," he insisted. That's all. But the evidence began stacking up in terrifying ways. A missing phone. A blood-stained bracelet. A mysterious voicemail deleted just minutes after the murder. Summer's world began collapsing around her as detectives started asking difficult questions. Every conversation felt like an interrogation. Every glance from neighbors carried suspicion. Yet the truth was far more complicated. Unknown to everyone, Summer had stumbled upon a secret meeting the night of the murder. She had seen 2 familiar faces arguing violently in the shadows. One of them had begged her to stay quiet. The other never made it home alive. Haunted by fear, Summer kept silent. But silence comes with a price in Weatherfield. As the investigation deepened, Summer became increasingly isolated. Friends stopped answering her texts. Strangers whispered when she walked past. Even university plans suddenly felt meaningless under the crushing weight of the scandal. Then came the bombshell. Summer secretly applied for a placement overseas. A fresh start. A way out. Viewers watched emotional scenes unfold as she packed hidden suitcases while pretending everything was normal. Billy sensed something was wrong, but Summer avoided his questions. Todd noticed her distant behavior too, though he suspected heartbreak rather than escape. Only Nina discovered the truth. "You're leaving," Nina whispered in disbelief. Summer's eyes filled with tears. "I can't stay here anymore." Every time I walk down this street, I feel like everyone thinks I'm guilty. The heartbreaking confession marked the beginning of what fans believe is Summer Spellman's exit storyline. Yet Coronation Street layered the emotional goodbye with suspense, making viewers question whether Summer would leave willingly or be forced out by the dangerous mystery surrounding her. Meanwhile, detectives uncovered another clue that changed everything. Security footage revealed a hooded figure following Summer shortly before the murder. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. Was Summer actually the target? Had she witnessed something that put her life in danger? The street erupted into paranoia. Sarah feared a killer was still among them. Steve became obsessed with solving the case himself, despite Tracy mocking his wannabe detective face. Roy quietly studied every detail, sensing there was one crucial piece everyone had overlooked. And through it all, Summer battled guilt and fear alone. In one emotional scene, she stood at the bus stop late at night, clutching her passport while staring back at the street that had been her home for years. Memories flooded her mind. Friendships, tragedies, love, loss. Could she really leave everything behind? Before she could decide, a shadow emerged from the darkness. "You know what you saw," the mysterious figure warned. Summer's face turned white. The screen cut to black. Fans were left stunned as the episode ended on a dramatic cliffhanger, with social media exploding with theories about Summer's fate. Was she about to expose the killer? Was someone trying to silence her forever? Or was Coronation Street preparing one final twist before her emotional departure? What makes this storyline so gripping is how it blends suspense with personal struggle. Summer Spellman has always been a character defined by resilience, but this mystery pushes her further than ever before. The possible exit doesn't just feel like another soap departure. It feels like a desperate escape from a street drowning in secrets. As Weatherfield braces for more shocking revelations, one thing is certain. Summer Spellman's final chapter could change Coronation Street forever. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Coronation Street Scoop News Update.